It's gonna be market insight for the day. I want to be able to look at the market right now and just look at what the market is doing. And I'm going to share with you, we share here a couple of minutes what I think the market is going to do in the course of the day. It's been a beautiful week, really beautiful week. And let's see. So I'm going to start with gold. Um, gold Gold did a drop. A drop I've been expecting. I've been sharing every day that this market is gonna bleed. Okay, it's an idea actually called yesterday. All right. So this was my trade yesterday on gold. I said if this market changed this character. So there's a concept of change of character irrespective of time frame. Okay, there's a concept of change of character that you can use to actually, trade as a strategy. Okay, yeah, I snipe the market every morning, but now one of the things I do is that the market is breaking structure or is changing character. Those are two things that I use for my snipe. Okay, so yes, the market opened, yesterday. Okay, and the first move it made a move and it sniped. Right, so this is the first snipe. So it sniped and at the same time it changed character. So this is the low that created the new high. There's a breakout structure here. Okay, hold on. This is a week. So it's actually a breakout structure. All right, I didn't even say this week, but I said this is where I wanted to trade. I gave this trade yesterday that the moment this market closed, all right, close below is going to be good. Now, another thing it could do is could close break. So this is around where it reject. I'm going to get in. This is around where and it played that out very well. Okay, and the market dropped. And guess what? When the market drops, okay, when it's going to sell, it's going to sell big, and that's what it did yesterday. It dropped to the previous day, which was about a 1 to 3 ratio. It was good. I called this in a group yesterday, and trust me, it's still dropping. So now I'm not on the 15-minute time frame anymore. If I want to now analyze this to see bigger projection, because market has changed character on the 15 minutes, all right, it has changed character on the 1 hour. So that's one of the things you have to do. Okay, on the 1 hour, it has changed character. It changed character, went back into liquidity, dropped. So it had played 1 hour change of character. Again, another thing now you do is a 4 hour. Okay, so when you look at this market right now, this is a 4 hour. It's about to change a 4 hour perspective. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so market has changed character on the 4 hour. All right, because this is a break of structure. So this is a break of structure, all right, created new high. This is a change of character. Now, one of the things market is going to do is now going to pump back up. So gold is always a bullish pair. So it's going to pump back up before it's going to continue to sell, all right, to activate this market structure shift. So that gives us an opportunity to actually trade it back up. So where is it going to go? Okay, if it's going back up. Now, if we bring this back into, now that we know that this is a point of interest, this is now a point of interest, okay, in the market. Okay. Now, it's either the market is going to reject. Now, if it doesn't close a 4 hour, okay, or 1 hour, it has to actually close a 4 hour to confirm a 4 hour your character. But if it doesn't, if this market rejects right now, you're going to now see possibilities for retracement. Okay. Now, if you look here, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring this market to smaller time frame. Now that I know that this is my point of interest, okay, there are liquidity up, all right? Market has left liquidity up. It's definitely going to go back up, all right? Where is it going to go back to on a 4 hour? Let me just, so if the market decides to, all right, play back up, we see market come to this range. Yeah, I know this is just straight down liquidity, okay? Let me see how it looks in the 1 hour. There is no consolidation. This is just a break, went back. Now there's a break of structure here. Okay, there's a break of structure. So there's a possibility that uh, market may still be dropping. Let's see. Okay, so it happened mostly on the smaller time frame. Okay. Wow, this is short. Gold buys is going to be short. Most, if not, then market is supposed to come here and sell. This is actually another place to sell, but this is what I'm looking at doing in gold right now. Okay, this is what I want to do in gold. Since market is So this is a break of structure. This is a new low. This is what I feel like doing in gold. All right. I want to take this market bullish back up. All right. Yeah, that's what I feel like doing. So this is a change of character. The moment the market changes character, okay, the moment the market changes character and closes, okay, it might do a retest of this zone, and that is where I find the confirmation to take the market back up. All right. Because when this market broke this structure, it's not been there to retest. And because gold is an all bullish pair, I'm going to look at buying the market back up when it breaks if it breaks this structure, most likely break above this structure, that's a good buy. All right. Market is going to transcend back up. So that is one of the things I'm going to look. I'm going to drop an alarm. That's going to be my approach. All right, because the truth is you do not know if this 4 hour, all right, is going to break and close below. Because if it does, all right, market is going to push back, and I want to take advantage of that pushback, and I drop it back down when it gets to areas that I know, okay, just like the 1 hour did, okay, just like the 1 hour did when it broke, when it changed character, it went back. All right. So there's a fair value gap, okay, between this area and this area. I filled it up and dropped down. So for 4 hour does the same. Most likely market is going to come to, all right, any of this region. There's a fair value gap in this area. Okay. Is either it's going to do the fair value gap, or it's going to play, any of this other block. All right. So either way, this area is going to be very critical for ourselves. So if it rejects, it's going to come in. That's a lot of move. That's a lot of money, okay, for the market to actually drop. So it's either you're playing, I'm going to actually play any of this area, which means there's an opportunity for a buy. So that is where I'm going to push market region two. All right. And I'm going to start selling from here. Okay. So that's going to be my perspective on gold, but I'm playing it on the smaller time frame, probably even the 5 minutes. Okay. Or 15 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, 15 minutes is it's okay. Now, if I'm looking at this from, the daily perspective, bringing it into the small time frame, okay, I will not look at what my snipe looks like today. Okay, so it means I'm going to be looking for a bullish snipe. All right, market already sniped for a sell today. All right, which is good. But because of position, okay, I'm going to be looking for the bullish, which is fine. You see right now, okay, if market breaks above this area, all right, that's my gateway to voila. Okay, so it means market has to break above this area. So that's what I'm looking at. The first candle. Yeah, that's good. Market breaks above and close above this area. That's my ticket. Okay. I'm gonna buy this market when it breaks above. It means it has sniped and okay, it's moving in a bullish direction. And when that happens, I could target the previous day high, which is here. Okay, because after this high is here, which means market could actually go back to. Okay, but I won't do farther than here. So this is where the Asian is even good. The Asian of yesterday is good for me. So this is what I'm going to go today. All right. The sales already activated late in the market. Actually, just hit it already hit the daily low, which you can see whenever market is in consolidation. I'm always very, very skeptical. I'm always curious. I'm always patient, and I'm waiting for where there is liquidity. So for the low, it already touched the liquidity. For the high, yet to be touched. Quite a good range. And gold is an all bullish pair. Okay, so taking advantage of a buy now that it has dropped this, it's actually quite good. So this is what I'm going to be looking for in gold. Okay, I'll drop an alarm and this market could take us. Okay, so when it breaks above, that's where I find my entry. Now, I could take the Asian low because the moment it break above, I was supposed to use this, but I wouldn't do that today on Friday. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it to break above and I'm gonna target this. This is what I'm gonna be looking at today. All right. So let's watch how this goes. All right. If you're seeing this, you can take this setup. All right. I'll take this Asian low. This is the Asian low I use as my risk. I wouldn't use it because I don't want to put too much in gold. Okay, because I believe that this market could break. All right, break this. Trust me, it's going to make a very, very serious move. So I don't even have to use, all right, anything below this area as a risk. All right. So that's my good perspective. Watch how it goes. The most meaningful thing about trading is having a direction, having a strategy of entry, and your discipline of waiting for that strategy. Most importantly, applying proper risk. Okay, made money also in S&P 500 yesterday. All right, this was a trade that I sent yesterday and it blew our mind. Okay, we also made money on GU yesterday. All right, GU is still even dropping. Okay, so yeah, it has a direction on the downside, and I think this market may still. All right, it has sniped for the morning. Okay, and broke below the consolidation. If this market could hold this area, trust me, it's still gonna drop. Still gonna drop, and I think it's dropping here. But looking at it now, if I take a trade here, my risk is gonna be here. Let me see how GU looks. It's always good to look at market from, yeah, this is guess what? All right. So market broke structure, high, lower high, break of structure, though it's a little bit wipey. But I think market is coming down to this liquidity. Okay. But before it does that, it may actually travel back up. Okay. This is all, man, consolidations. Hmm. The weeks are too extensive. Let me see. Yeah, market may drop here then buy. These weeks, market is still in a vibe. It's not yet distributed. Still looks like it's trendily consolidating. I want to be patient. Today is Friday. Okay. You want to trade clarity. This is also a trade I called yesterday, German 30 PLO. Okay, this was the day before yesterday. German 30 killed it to the all. So now this has taken form. I kind of like where the market is right now. Okay, market is taking this form, raided this. All right, market is touched this low. If it's not taking it out, okay, and it's responding to it right now, it has created structure. What I'll do just to take this structure, okay, this structure is quite valid. If market breaks above this structure, then trust me, it's going to start buying, all right? Because this is a valid structure. So German 30, if market breaks above this area, all right, and retest, that's how I'm going to approach the market. Okay, if market breaks above and retest, that's going to be a bullish run. Okay, yeah, this is going to it's going to be a bullish run when it breaks, trust me, but I'm not even going to get in, okay, until it changes character. That's one of the things I'm doing. If I'm doing any, it has to change character. So good. Two things, there's break of structure and change of character. If you could combine these two approach, trust me, you're going to be making another strong expansion, all right, in German 30, and that could be taking the market back up too. Okay, I'm not going to trade that today because it's probably may not even make this move today. It's already Friday, so uh, gold is one thing that I am really, really excited for. Okay, so I'm just going to put all my focus on gold, and yeah, this I'm gonna let this. And I told you guys about a couple of weeks ago, I told you guys about this major price area. All right, that if price play this area, this is going to be a buy zone. Yeah, it raided the zone, but eventually played that market structure and did that pretty well. Went back or exit point, killed it. Okay, it's good to pay attention to price action. Now that the market is here, I think it's still going to drop. It's not, this is an expansion, but it's not heat liquidity. The moment it hit liquidity, I'll see opportunities. It's not there yet. So I believe the market is going to drop here. Okay, US 30 is going to drop here. Probably will do that today. Then over the next week, we're going to see market push up. All right. That's just about my main focus of even dropping in here to show you guys this is really about gold. Okay. I'm really, really interested in gold. So I hope you guys you have this, keep this in your watch list. Like I said, this is going to be a good place for me to buy gold. All right. If we're looking on this perspective, what was I analyzing? Was it this? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so market breaks above this, retest this, it's gonna start pushing. So entries, okay, good entries. I'm on the 15 minutes. I do 5 minutes right now. All right. So this is a change of character. The moment market take this, I'm going to take my first this. So this is for my change of character concept. I may take my first entry from here. All right, because this is a 5 minute change of character. And hold on. Would that have sniped? No. I think a better entry is going to be here, but it can be quick. So I'm going to have a snipe after it breaks above, but I'm going to have market structure analysis entry from here. Okay, the moment it breaks this, retests this, I'm going in. Okay, but for a snipe, okay, this is a better patient idea. So those are two things I want to engage myself in today. Okay, I just thought to share this. Have a beautiful day ahead. I hope you're learning the most important thing. I dropped a video in the group. I don't know if it's loaded in our group. If you're not in the group, okay, yeah, it's loaded. If you're not in the group, you want to head on to my Instagram, and I am Kenry, and click the link in my bio. You're going to find our big gains trading community. You join there, you're going to have access to our trading group there where we're trading together, sharing trade opportunities and growing together. So I dropped a video, and the video is for the reflective mind. A lot of people are in the community, and a lot of people are not really benefiting from the community. I decided to share that benefiting is not something you expect, it's something you actualize. The value is already there. All right. So one is you have to tell your mind that this is value, I want to get it. And you have to be intentional, but most importantly, you have to practice attention. Okay, attention is not just going to happen to you. Okay, it's not an accident, it's something you have to grab, it's something you have to prioritize. Okay, and I say three things that helps attention. You have to be present. Always tell yourself, I want to be present. I am present too. All right. One of the schemes or tactics I use is if anything that I'm not used to is in my front, okay, I do it like social media. Okay, every 15 minutes, check your WhatsApp, you check that's the same thing you do. I pin the post, I pin, the group. I always want to check, message, create a sense of engagement. That is priming my mind that this place is valuable. The moment your mind understands that the place is valuable, trust me, everything about the universe has access to begin to bring the best value to you. You're not going to miss out on the important sessions. You're not going to, and guess what? There's no amount of time or excuses you give yourself. There will never be enough time. Okay, so one of the things you have to do in hard times, you create easy times. In tight times, you make hard times. Okay, so you kill all of excuse. Now you may not be, oh, I'm not awake. The time, you guys are having the session, I'm sleeping. That's an excuse because the truth is some people wake up for the sessions. Okay, so what's your excuse? All right. Now you may be working and we're having sessions. So, okay, I'm working. What of the recording? Now, when you watch the recording, do you keep it to yourself or you have questions? You're accountable to the same thing we do on the session. Oh, Mr. Kenry, you gave this assignment or you did this, you said this. I watched the recording and this is what I did. This is what I think. This is my answer to that question. That is accountability and that is communication. Many of you, you aren't doing that. Okay, you are in an isolated form of learning, and that's one of the things you have to upgrade. It's a community. We grow by energy of communication. If you do not learn to communicate, you're not really going to get the best value, all right, from the community. Communicate. Okay, so you have to learn to communicate. So that way you can be heard. The voice that speaks is the voice that is heard. Your intentions will not be heard, it's your voice that will be heard. So let your actions speak your words. So I believe you guys add value for the week. Every day was a smash. We have more smash. Okay, I think 80% more smash than we had I think the lesson day was on Monday. Okay, we had more lesson. I think about 3 lessons and 1 win or 2 wins. So, but every other day was a smash and it's beautiful. God bless you guys. Have a beautiful